Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best laptops for college.
Starting at number 5.
Apple 2023 MacBook. For students in more technical fields who need a high-performance laptop to run intensive applications, we recommend the Apple MacBook Pro 14 M3 2023. Like its M2 predecessor, this new M3 model has a sleek, compact design, a sturdy build, and all-day battery life. It provides a fantastic user experience with its sharp mini LED display, comfortable keyboard, and gigantic, easy-to-use haptic touchpad. You get tons of ports to connect peripherals and external displays and an outstanding 1080p webcam for video calls. You also get a fingerprint sensor so that you can log in quickly. Apple's M3 Pro/Max socks can easily handle demanding tasks, making this laptop a great option for students in programming, 3D graphics and animation, or science and engineering. The fans remain quiet under load, so you don't have to worry about causing too much noise in a quiet classroom or library. If screen real estate is more important than portability, you can get the larger Apple MacBook Pro 16 M3 2023. It's the same device but with better sounding speakers and a longer battery life. The only downside is its higher price.
Coming at number 4.
Lenovo IdeaPad Slim. The Lenovo IdeaPad Slim 3i Chromebook 14 2023 is the best laptop for students we've tested in the cheap category. It's a great option if you only need a simple device to browse the web and write papers. Its compact design makes it easy to carry around, and its battery lasts about 13 hours of light use. The Core i3 configuration, paired with an FHD display, 8GB of RAM, and 128GB of storage, is regularly on sale for around $400 to $500 on Lenovo's website. There are cheaper configurations, but we don't recommend them unless you have an extremely light workload. As for the user experience, its FHD display looks sharp, gets bright enough for use in well-lit settings, and supports touch input. However, the keyboard feels mushy, and the touchpad is small and sometimes unresponsive. Its 1080p webcam is excellent, which is surprising for a budget-friendly Chromebook. Again, ensure you can do everything through a Chrome browser or Android app. Otherwise, it's best to go with a Windows laptop like the ASUS VivoBook 16M1605 2023 above.
At number 3.
ASUS VivoBook. The best budget laptop for students we've tested is the ASUS VivoBook 16M1605 2023. This model feels well built despite its low price, and it's relatively portable for a 16-inch device. You can get it with an AMD Ryzen 5 or Ryzen 7 CPU. Both are more than adequate to handle most student workloads like text processing, web browsing, and video playback. RAM configuration is limited, as you can only get 8GB or 16GB. 16GB models are harder to find, but the upside is that the memory is user upgradable, so you can just get the 8GB model and pop in a SODIMM memory stick later on. Battery life is okay at around 8 hours of light use. The overall user experience is good. It has a comfortable keyboard, a large, responsive touchpad, and a decent 720p webcam. The display looks reasonably sharp but a bit dim and washed out, a common drawback of budget-friendly devices. You get Wi-Fi 6E wireless connectivity, a fingerprint sensor for quick logins, and a decent port selection with 3 USB-As, a USB-C, and an HDMI. The USB-C doesn't support video output, so you'll have to use the HDMI port to connect an external display.
Number 2 of my list.
HP Pavilion Aero. Our recommendation for a more affordable mid-range option is the HP Pavilion Aero 13 2024. Configurable with Zen 4-based AMD Ryzen CPUs, up to a Ryzen 7 8840HS, this 13-inch ultra-portable is well suited for light productivity tasks like text processing and web browsing, as well as some moderately intensive workloads like programming and photo editing. Its compact and lightweight design makes it easy to carry around, and you likely won't need to bring a charger, as the battery lasts around 10 hours of light use. It only comes with 16 GB of soldered RAM, which is both good and bad, as you don't have to spend extra to upgrade. Most laptops come with a measly 8 GB on the base models, but you also don't have the option to get more or add more later. Thankfully, its standard M.2 NVMe SSD is user replaceable. As for the user experience, it's good, though a noticeable step down from the more premium models mentioned above. You can choose between an FHD Plus or QHD Plus IPS panel. Both get bright enough to provide good visibility in well-lit settings. The keyboard feels spacious, albeit a tad fatiguing over an extended period, and the touchpad is responsive but makes some actions like dragging and dropping hard to perform. Its build quality is also inferior, as its aluminum and plastic chassis has a cheap, hollow feel and exhibits a fair amount of flexing. Additionally, the finish is prone to scratches even from everyday use. With all that said, this is still a very good device for college students if you can look past its unremarkable build.
And number 1.
Apple 2024 MacBook. The best laptop for college we've tested is the Apple MacBook Air 13, 2024. This premium model is ideal for college students who need a thin, light laptop to write papers, browse the web, and consume media. Apple's base M3 SoC is well suited to light productivity tasks and even some video editing and 3D graphics. Plus, it doesn't even need a cooling fan, so you won't have to worry about loud fan noise in classrooms and libraries. It provides an amazing user experience, sporting a sharp, bright display, a spacious keyboard, and a gigantic haptic touchpad. Its battery life is also excellent, though it takes a while to charge to full. Port selection is its biggest weakness as it only has 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 3 ports, and these ports will only output to 2 external displays if the lid is closed. The Apple MacBook Air 15, 2024, is also a good choice if you want a bigger screen with better sounding speakers, but it costs more. For Windows users, we recommend the HP Spectre X36014, 2024. Also a premium ultra-portable, this 14-inch model feels incredibly well built and provides an amazing user experience with its 120Hz 2.8K OLED display, spacious keyboard, and large haptic touchpad. It has Wi-Fi 7 wireless connectivity, an excellent 4K webcam, and a decent port selection with 1 USB-A and 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4s. Plus, you can flip the screen around into tablet mode since it's a 2-in-1 convertible. Pen support is present if you want to take handwritten notes, though you may have to buy the pen separately, depending on the retailer. 2 things to bear in mind. The display doesn't get nearly as bright as the MacBook Airs, so visibility may be more of an issue in well-lit environments, and OLEDs are susceptible to permanent burn-in, meaning you'll have to take some active measures to prevent it, like hiding the taskbar.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.